Sir Bijadar Subudhi to occupy a seat, and as well as I request our Dean Academic also, sir, to come over the stage. And I request all of you, please raise for the national song.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sukhalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you. Once again, the parents and the students who came for this open house, NIT Warangal welcomes you all. We know that the cracking of JEE exam is one of the complicated things for the students who have studied recklessly much more in the respect to the past 2 years and gained a good seat and good ranks in the JEE. Now, the thing is, the major important thing is how to choose the institutes and how the institutes are, how the placements for the institutes are. So, in this regard, NIT Warangal has invited all the parents for the open house. So, I request our professor, our director, fellow director Bijadar Subudhi to address the gathering.
Thank you, Professor Ravichandran. Dear parents, the proud parents of the children who made it successful to crack JEE Main, which is the most coveted entrance examination in the country. First of all, on my own behalf and behalf of National Institute of Technology Warangal, extend a very cordial congratulations to all these students and their proud parents. And the very purpose of this JEE Open House is to have a kind of dialogue between the parents, the children, aspirants for the admission for the BTech programs, and my colleagues, the deans, faculty members here, to help them to come out a decision where their children can pursue their higher education. So to make it very, lucid, I will give a brief overview of the institute so that it will give an idea that what kind of institute it is and where your student will find a suitable choice. Not only these NITs are doing such kind of endeavors, but the IITs are also doing the JEE Open House for the benefit of the aspirants. So let me quickly go through our institute kind of profile, which will help you to know about us and further planning for the higher education. So this institute called National Institute of Technology Warangal took birth in 1959 as Regional Engineering College Warangal. And the foundation stone was laid by the then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 10th October 1959. And subsequently, in the year 2002, the government of India has decided to convert it to National Institute of Technology along with 16 other regional engineering colleges. And then it has been declared as Institute of National Importance subsequently, meaning this institute has the academic autonomy and administrative autonomy which are not supposed to take any approval from neither AICT nor UGC. We are given that authority of taking our own decision through our Senate. And then this institute is fully funded by Ministry of Education, Government of India. And there is a council which is headed by the Honorable Education Minister, and then the directors of all the 31 NITs are the members, along with the nominees by the Government of India, like all these the top academician. And then the visitor of this institute is the President of India, and we are running this institute over a land area of 250 acres. And the little genesis of this institute, like I mentioned earlier, it is basically the first NIT in the country. And then they discussed that 2002, that is MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development, now it is converted to Ministry of Education. It has been declared as the National Institute of National Importance. And then we celebrated the Golden Jubilee in the year 2009 and also Diamond Jubilee 2019. So this indicates we are quite matured. And the institute has several academic departments like biotechnology, civil, chemical, computer science, chemistry, humanities and social science, electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, mathematics, mechanical engineering, metallurgy and material science, management studies and physics. We are granted with 420 faculty, and I am glad that the Ministry of Education has made a conscious decision that the National Institute of Technology would be given a sanction of faculty in the ratio of student to faculty ratio 12:1. That means for 12 students, 1 faculty. So in this prospect, we are expecting sooner or later, we'll having 600 plus faculty here in the campus. Currently, the sanction strength is 420, and this sanction 420 comprises of professors, associate professors, and assistant professors, and we have also adjunct professors from US and other countries. And we have 552 supporting staffs like officers and secretarial staffs and technical staffs to maintain the laboratories. We have 7,000 plus students in the campus, and out of them close to 800 foreign students from different countries, 40 different countries. And we have close to 1,200 PhD students for taking up the research with the able supervision of our faculty members. And little glimpse on our ranking. Over the last couple of years, we are maintaining a good ranking, that is national ranking framework, where our institute is placed at 21 position, and we are expecting this year result may come sooner, maybe at the 30th is the date what I have heard. So we are featured in the Time Higher Education ranking in the bracket 1000 to 1200, and Time Higher Education Asia ranking 350 to 400 brackets. And we have consciously planned documented our vision and mission, where the basic purpose is that we will contribute towards furthering the knowledge in engineering and technology for the benefit of the society, and will make our students competent enough not only to get the jobs but to give the jobs. They will be themselves the entrepreneurs, they should have their own companies, and that is our motto. And to achieve all this mission, we have several mission plans, like how to foster the product oriented research in our curriculum. And going back to our academic programs, as I said about that, we have the BTech program, 4-year BTech program. So the 9 such programs are there. And these admissions are through JEE Main, what you are aspiring for. And we have 31 MTech programs of 2-year durations and 5 programs of the integrated MSc, that is 5 years, BSc and MS. And MSc 2 years, the entrance is JAM. And MCA is a 3 years program, postgraduate program in a computer application, where the admission is through NIMCT, and we have NBA, we have MSc Tech, and of course PhD. And so far as your concern is, or your attention here, we have the admission through JEE Main primarily for the UG program. But having said that, UG program, we also are open to this admission to 5-year integrated MSc through the JEE Main. That is mathematics. And we have a new program that came with a marriage of 2 departments, mathematics and computer science. It is called BTech Math and Computing. So that has taken a new stride because of the industry prospect. And the job market is quite buoyant in terms of the math applied to computing. And we have the electrical, BTech Electrical and Electronics, BTech Mechanical, BTech Electronics and Communication, and we have opened this year BTech VLSI, looking at the semiconductor technology that gained a momentum. And we have Chemical Engineering BTech, Material and the Metallurgy, Computer Science. BTech Computer Science is there, and additionally we have opened a BTech program from this year, that is BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. And we have a Biotechnology BTech, and apart from that, as I mentioned, we have integrated MSc, that is a 5-year program, that is also taken through the JEE Main. And we have a new BTech program called BTech Math and Computing, which has been received a wide recognition in terms of its employment and acceptance in the industry. And our curriculum is a very, very, kind of thought-provoking, well-tailored curriculum to make the students to choose their career not only for industry but also several aspects. They can choose to set up their own industry, they can choose the public sector undertakings. So therefore, our curriculum is, new curriculum has been now under the approval, and maybe from July, the batch who will be taking admission will be effective for them from July 2024 session onwards. And what are the key features of the new curriculum? In view of giving emphasis on product-oriented kind of mindset, we have included design and thinking lab, product development lab, and we have also introduced fractal courses. I think this is the one NIT where this fractal course has gained a new attention, where through this fractal course, we invite the participation of the foreign professors visiting to NIT Warangal to offer a program here for a short duration. And also, we have seminar and technical writing and mini projects, summer internship, research experience, comprehensive viva. So these are some of the new additions, and our curriculum broadly involves, every semester, the curriculum involves 5 theory courses and 2 laboratory courses. And the student have the flexibility of choosing the professional electives and open electives, apart from the core courses. And in order to strengthen the mindset of the young students, BTech student, because their brain are truly very, very advanced and they are very intelligent. So in order to promote and to channelize their intelligence, we create a design tinkering lab, and the government of India has chosen NIT Warangal to have a capacity building in entrepreneurship, where mentors will be provided by the ministry, and our lot of minor and curriculum will be including all these entrepreneurship and design thinking prospects. And we basically have a design tinkering lab, and I'm glad that one of the alumni has contributed nearly 1 crore to start this design tinkering lab, where the student will be exposed to give his or his team a new idea. Then that will be decided by a committee how to take it forward, and then prototype development, and finally they will demonstrate their product. And we have minor programs apart from the major. Suppose somebody got a BTech in electrical engineering, he has the freedom to choose another minor program, suppose in computer science or electronics, depending upon his choice, and he has to take additional 15 credit courses then in the particular minor degree program. Then he will earn 2 degrees. One is BTech, the major BTech electrical, minor computer science, for example, like that. So it will help the student to prosper in professional career. And we have also a honors program, so BTech honors, meaning additional 15 credits if one student takes above the stipulated courses, he will be earning a honors degree. And we have summer internship. The student has the opportunity to go to industry to learn about the industrial processes, products, and come back to the institute having those ideas. So we create a 6 to 8 week internship program. Suppose some student is not happy to be going out of the campus, he can still pursue the same in residing in the campus. And in the recent days, we have signed a lot of memorandum of understanding with some sister institutes. Like we have IIT Jammu, IIT Delhi, IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Hyderabad, and IIM Visakhapatnam. We have a lot of ambitions in them, these MOUs. One of the key features of some of these MOUs are like our student who stay here in the campus without going anywhere, they can earn a PG diploma in management from IIM, staying in the campus itself. So we have an MOU with IIM Visakhapatnam. And also the IIM Visakhapatnam has promised, after not waiting for a job or spending another 2 years for IIM MBA degree, the student has the choice of going to industry to serve. There he takes another 1 year online program and on the same MBA degree from IIM. This is the key feature of NIT Warangal, BTech plus MBA from IIM. And similarly, we have another opportunity for our BTech student that we signed a MOU with IIT Hyderabad. Being IIT Hyderabad very close to us, the student in the 7th and 8th semester, if he chooses to go to IIT Hyderabad, he can stay there for 2 semesters, study there without paying any additional amount. Only the hostel, he has to stay there in Hyderabad and get a degree from NIT Warangal, and can choose a PhD degree or a higher degree from IIT Hyderabad. That is also possible. And so this is and we have also signed several other MOUs with leading universities and R&Ds. The purpose of these MOUs is to send our students to those universities to pursue their internship and come back. And our faculty exchange program will also one of the key takeaways of those MOUs. And we have an option that if a student after BTech wants to pursue the MTech, we call it the MTech, BTech MTech integrated program, where if the student has more than 8 CGPA in the BTech, at the end of 6th semester, he will be, if he is interested, we will take him to integrated MTech program. And our placement record, I will give a brief glimpse of it. We have, this is the 2022-23 statistics, where our median salary is, take CTC, is 12.6 lakh, and the highest package is 88 lakhs, and the average CTC is 17.29, and the placement record is 82%, and total student, they are eligible of appearing this placement, 1400. And if you look at the number of companies visited to us, in 2023, 268 companies visited us, 22 to 21, and to 2021 also another 186. So we have roughly the job roles and number of students placed. If you see the different sectors, like this analytic kind of group, ST group, and core, and we have the others. So you segregate all these 1400 offers. So the major chunk will now appear in, the core sectors. The improvement has happened. And then if you look at their, the highest CTC and the student placed, so the different bracket of their CTC, so this is a glimpse of their salary, just I have mentioned over the years how we have been getting our students are getting placed. And the roles of the student, their job location also, they are located different places, like they take up analytics job and they take software job, core job, and mainly they find the places Gurgaon, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, all the leading places they are being placed. And these are our placement part. So many companies are visiting us. If you see the Global Logic, Hitachi to Reliance Retail, a lot of companies are taking interest in recruiting our students. And this is again the resonance to I think lot of list. I will please see that. And if I summarize all of them in the last year data, so this is the ongoing process. It's happening now. So the CS means computer science. We have 134 students appeared, and out of them 119 got placed. And with a package, as I mentioned, that like 64.7 lakhs CTC per annum, and the minimum salary is 7 and average salary is 30.7 lakhs. Chemical, 85 students appeared, out of them 73 got placed through campus selection, and mechanical 85 and out of them 122, electronics communication 118, 101, electrical 111 appeared and 90 got placed, and civil engineering 79 appeared, 57 placed, metallurgy 57 appeared and out of them 38 being placed, and biotechnology 54 and 24, and packages are quite interesting, 88 the highest one. And what is our new agenda? Because of our acceptance in the society over the years, now we are poised to expand ourselves. So therefore we want to, all of you know that the country has mandated the national education policy. The idea is the increase in the gross enrollment ratio to 50% by 2030. We are today having 7,000 students. By 2030, we are expecting to rise, to increase it to 15,000 at least. So therefore, to get it, we have to expand our campus, and we are in the process of doing this exercise. Not only we'll go for the kind of placing, the campus here in NIT Warangal, we are also planning in a hybrid mode. Also, we are planning for the e-masters, where the foreign student also can earn a degree here, and for the industries. And we are planning new programs, academic programs, architecture, BTech textile, railway and agriculture. And some of the infrastructure we are trying to augment sooner in the campus. We want to request the government of Telangana as well as the central government to grant us some additional land to run our second campus, because we are quite ambitious to open these new programs depending upon the more demand in the nation priority. And our academic complex will now expand in terms of large class size, 200 plus class size. We have taken the approval. Lecture hall gallery complex is coming up. And we are now making every aspect of our administration or governance through digital governance. We have the e-office. Through e-office we do all our approvals and everything. And similarly we have a ERP called Smile in-house, where starting the enrollment to hostel seat allocation and everything will be done through ERP. And we have set up 7 Center of Excellence and research labs to pursue even the BTech students are joining hand with their PhD counterparts, with their professors, to contribute towards the products and towards the research. And we are in the process of augmenting interdisciplinary programs, like as I mentioned, math and computing is one best example on that, because the NEP mandates to go for interdisciplinary programs. We have a B.Ed program, that integrated teachers education program, and we have a interdisciplinary program called MTech Control and Automation, where 2 departments participate to offer this, electrical and chemical. And we have a 4-year BTech VLSI offered by the Department of Computer Science, and 4-year BTech Artificial Intelligence and Data Science by Computer Science. And our academic and research collaboration, I am at international collaboration. Many foreign universities are now coming to us to join hand the exchange programs, even to offer new programs, to pursue new research. Some of them are worth New Brunswick University, Canada, and we have AIT Bangkok, NTU Singapore, and many others. And we are, as I mentioned, IIT, Jammu, Delhi, Mandi, Bombay, all of them we have now signed the MOU. And some of the recent MOUs with the University of Saskatchewan, Canada, and IIT Bangkok, where the student exchange program will happen very soon. Now we have the industry-specific training program we are planning. We also, industry-relevant certification programs are on the, to benefit the industry engineers. And our main agenda is to prepare our students to contribute for the welfare of the nation to meet the sustainable goals. So therefore, what we are doing through this math and computing, through this kind of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, where our purpose is to reach out the nearby villages to adopt them, to help them how to improve their quality of life through technology. And we have the training programs for school children through SCOPE and Rashtriya Avishkar Yojana. So that also we are pursuing. And our institute focuses on learner-centric policies and measures, where we enable we have an inclusivity in place. We consider our education at NIT Warangal is truly inclusive, where we give sufficient emphasis for the physically disabled or physically able candidate, whatever you call, for them ramps, lifts, and all these facilities. And even I am glad to say that one of the last year admission, one student, he cannot maintain his daily routine himself, and his mother takes care of him. And on our request, we have given an additional accommodation to survive in the campus. And we have the Center for Mental Health and Wellness, where we have signed the MOU with a meditation center. They are coming frequently to help our children to go for the meditation. And we are in the process of creating a meditation center in the campus to create a work balance, to create a kind of harmony between learning and mind. And we have the Kanha Center, Kanha Meditation Center, which is in Hyderabad. We have a tie-up with them, and our faculty and students are being encouraged to participate in the meditation in Kanha Center, Hyderabad. We have fee waiver and concession for economically and socially, those economic criteria we see and benefit them in relaxing their tuition fees. And remedial classes for the slow learners. We are clearly quite inclusive to take into account those students who are slow learner. Instead of just throwing them away, we are helping them to how to learn through remedial classes. Okay, and we have a students grievance cell. Having said that, this institute mandates a clear discipline is in place. And a disciplinary manual is available in the website. Student is informed well in advance in what manner he has to maintain the discipline. And we believe that manual should not be used at all, because our students are very disciplined. But nevertheless, if some cases come into our place, then the student discipline committee recommends some kind of punishment, and thereafter the director takes the opinion of the student's grievance cell, and finally it goes to Senate for awarding the punishment. So the basic purpose is not to punish a student. The basic purpose is to make a harmony of discipline, because one student is disciplined means other student will get the quality life in the campus. Because if some student become unruly, the fellow student are suffering. That is the purpose. And we have the Industry Connect, where we, to get a flavor of teaching not from only our professors, we have a mix of content delivery. A segment of it is by our professor, and part of it is being by the industry professors called Professor of Practice or Adjunct Professors. We have the collaboration with several industries like Hitachi, L&T, Indian Academy of Highway Engineers, Siemens. So we offer specific programs for them. And Hitachi is one which sponsored the e-vehicles and developed a program, MTech program, it's sponsored. And we have the SRIC, the sponsored research cell, where our student, the BTech student, even has the access to contribute towards research with the joining hand with their, the professors. And we have a mandatory industry internship for the students, and we have an industry advisory board in every department. Their purpose is to suggest which kind of industry the student will go and visit for their training. And then we have a training facility to visit facility to the industry. The institute has a very nice provision of a bus the SC bus, where the student has the opportunity to avail it, go to the nearby industry and see their work processes and come back and relate to their theory what they are studying over here. And also we have a research park in the mind. We have 7 startups, and slowly the BTech, also we are funding the BTech student to take the startup jobs. And we have the international collaboration like the one I said. We are now trying to collaborate with foreign university to offer our programs. We want to send our students to other countries also for internship. And we are also faculty exchange program and research, and we have the Center for International Relations, where the foreign students are giving the guidance, and our students are also giving guidance how to go to the foreign university for their higher studies and placements as well. And we have the foreign internships, like we have now recently Indo-Canada Shastri, that foundation, we have become the member. So therefore the mid-caste program, the internship program, the student of NIT Warangal will have help. And the facilities, if I look at summary, because it's a very much lengthy one, I will not go by that. So simply I can say we have a digital library with ASIF, the student can spend time for reading, and we have a central library, books and a lot of books and e-books, and all digital platforms are available. We have like this seminar hall, several seminar hall complexes. We have a guest house called Kalam International Hall. We have the EV, the electric vehicles donated by this Hitachi group for the benefit of our student to commute inside the campus, and we have different seminar halls. And these are some of the halls of residence where our student, because this is a fully residential campus, so our students are given accommodation in the campus, and we have a council of wardens headed by the chief warden, and there is a dean student welfare who look after all their student life, quality life in this campus. And apart from that, we have a student activity center which is governed by the president and various club vice president, like the technology, culture, film and music, sports. So all of them are being taken into consideration. We have a ladies hostel, and 2 ladies hostel are now on the anvil of construction. We have an international student hostel. This is a Kakatiya hall of residence, meaning it is around 1,800 capacity. Ramapai hostel is a big hostel which has 1,1200 capacity. So therefore the R&D, this figure, because the slide is basically to say that the BTech student has a role to contribute towards research along with their faculty members. And not only our teaching is the only contribution, we are very much well known in terms of serving the industry. So our technology reach out to the industry, and I'm glad recently 4 of our technology are transferred to industry. And we have the innovation incubation startup research park, where the student give the idea, join with the faculty, other student, make a group, come with the ideation, then prototype, then therefore we give them sufficient know-how and support to come up with the startups. And research facilities, even the student can have their own, whatever the BTech project or the research interest they have, they can make them reality through 3D printing. And we have the very advanced group of faculty and research facility for additive manufacturing. And we have a central research facility for high-end research, and the BTech student will be exposed to all these high-end equipment here. And we have several centers of research, meaning one is virtual reality for digital manufacturing, and we have infrastructure research, hydrogen and fuel cells, digital manufacturing, we have glass science and technology, AI and machine learning, and we have batteries and sustainable energy. We have the government of India has chosen NIT Warangal as a leading institute to study the river Krishna basin management. So we have set up a center with the government assistance for 10 years, each year around 2.5 crore. And we have e-mobility and smart grid research center, drones and autonomous vehicles. And we have a digital manufacturing center of automation, which is established by Siemens, which is having 13 labs, where our BTech students have opportunity to do their projects here, to know about robotics, to know about digital twin, to know about the product design aspects. And we are open not only to our students, for the industry engineers, we train them up. And we have several thrust areas of research, Like biotechnology, they work several areas, computational biology, integrated bio, refinery, environmental biotechnology, chemical, like sustainable energy, process control, computer science, AI, machine learning, and many more, civil engineering, sustainable construction, smart cities, electrical, power quality, and real-time control, and many others, electronics, communication, embedded system, VLSI, and we have metallurgy who basically contribute towards fatigue, creep, and creep fatigue interactions, alloy development, powder metallurgy. And I am glad to mention that we are in the process of setting a national facility in the campus through DRDO. And chemistry is very focused on renewable energy and green synthesis of biologically additive molecules. Mechanical, their focus area is additive manufacturing and automobiles and fuel cell, alternative energy. Physics, energy harvesting, photonics, and many other areas. Management studies, Department of Management Studies, they focus on human resource management, information system. Mathematics, the focus is on fluid mechanics, numerical analysis, and differential equations. So this is a glimpse of the activities, the facilities, the activities at NIT Warangal. So my colleagues, the deans and heads and faculty members are sitting here. You are available to take your queries. Please feel free to interact with them, you and your children. Be comfortable, and we are glad that you are here. And I thank on behalf of the Institute for coming here and taking active participation in this open house, and wishing a successful career in your higher studies. And most probably, I am glad that some of you may choose NIT Warangal, your future destination for higher studies. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. I would like to thank our director, Professor Bijadar Subuddhi, for giving an overview about the facilities, the kind of opportunities a BTech student would be having during his career or during his study at NIT Warangal. Because of his pressing engagements, he may not be able to continue throughout the program. However, I would like to request all of you to give a big hand to our director, Professor Bijadar Subuddhi. Thank you, sir. Yeah, without taking much of your time, now I would like to go through some of the major aspects that each one of you must be careful while appearing for this JOSA admissions during this particular academic year. So the number of participating institutes, the total number is about 121. And we have IITs, 23 of them, NITs, 31, IIITs, 26, IIST, Shibpur, 1, School of Planning and Architectures, 3, and others, mostly government-funded technical institutes, about 37, totaling 121. And in fact, you have been seeing this particular clause, NIT plus system and IIT system. So NIT plus system will include all the other institutes excepting IITs. You know, the eligibility criteria for getting admission into IITs and NIT plus system is slightly different. In order to get admission into IITs, you need to qualify in JEE advanced, whereas for NIT plus system, you need to qualify in JEE mains. Of course, you can go through the institutes. So these are the number of institutes that are participating in this JOSA counseling, about 23 IITs, 31 NITs, and 32 is also included among them, Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur, and we have about 26 IIITs, and some government-funded technical institutes. Of course, this list is available in your JOSA website. Please pay attention to this particular slide. These are the number of seats available through JOSA counseling. A total number of roughly 60,000 is available in all these institutes put together: IITs, NITs, IIITs, and GFTIs. And if you would like to see, the total number of about 17,740 are available among IITs, followed by 24,229 in NITs, 8,546 in IIITs, and all the other GFTIs contribute to about 9,402, and making a grand total of roughly about 60,000 seats. So this year, through JOSA counseling, about 60,000 seats are available for the students. Of course, the distribution as per their category: open category, PWD, EWS, OBC, SC, ST, these details are also available. So as you know, probably most of you would have already registered into this JOSA counseling. Registration is mandatory to get admission into any one of these institutes. Unless and otherwise you register yourself, a seat cannot be obtained. So the first 5 rounds, of course, I'll try to highlight more information in the subsequent slides. First 5 rounds are meant for admissions into IITs as well as NIT plus system. Whereas after 5 rounds, we are going to have 2 special rounds conducted by CSAB, Central Seat Allocation Board. I'll try to highlight the major difference between JOSA and CSAB slightly later. So in the case of CSAB, rounds 6 and 7 will be exclusively conducted for admission into NITs plus system, excluding IITs. So CSAB doesn't take care of admission into IITs. In fact, 2 special rounds of seat allocation are organized by the CSAB to allocate the unfilled seats in NIT plus system. You will be notified with the kind of vacancies that we have after the 5 rounds, after completing the 5 rounds through JOSA. Then the candidates will have to register if you are interested in the vacant seats. The vacant seats information will be put up in the website. So if any one of the student is interested in obtaining admission into those vacant seats, you will have to register for CSAB counseling separately. Please remember, registering for JOSA is different from registering into CSAB. These 2 are mutually exclusive. So if you are interested, you will have to once again register into CSAB. So this is the major schedule. I think all of you are aware of what is the schedule. In fact, JOSA counseling is completely online. No timelines are going to be varied based on specific difficulties. So there is only one way out of this. Every one of you will have to follow these timelines. If you miss the timeline, if you are not able to complete the required process or steps, your admission gets cancelled and you will never be able to participate in admission process. So please make sure what are the various timelines and try to adhere to these timelines very strictly. So I'll come back to this. So as I said, if you want to get admission into IITs, you need to qualify in JEE Advanced. And if you want to take admission into NITs plus system, you need to qualify in either JEE Mains or JEE Mains in architecture or planning paper. So this will take care of admission into BArch or B planning, offered by some NITs as well as some other GFTIs. Of course, it is a bit late for us to conduct this open house because of the holidays that we have in the last 3 days, and the institute is also in summer vacation. Please remember that the last date for choice filling happened to be today. So whatever choices that you are going to give will be automatically locked, even if you don't lock them at the end of this day. So please make sure that you have filled your choices appropriately. Probably it is a bit late, but still I would like to proceed. So how are you going to choose the choices? What is your preference? So you may probably go with what kind of institute are you interested, what kind of facilities are available, what is the profile of the faculties, what kind of academic opportunities are available, Just now you saw some of the academic opportunities available for BTech students at NIT Warangal, and what kind of research or innovation is happening in that particular institute, what are the available facilities, hostels and so on, and what is the national, international presence, what about the campus life and extracurricular activities, what kind of facilities and opportunities you have, and what about the internships and placements. Now, based on this, probably I advise you to group the institutes, maybe into different parts. Make, for example, 5 different groups. In one group, you take whatever, based on the study that you have done, take maybe a few institutes, group them into one category. Next level of institutes, group them into the second level of category, and so on. You can make as many groups as you wish. And in the same way, depending on the interest of the student, also make groups of branches or programs that you are interested in. For example, you are interested in computer science and electronics. So make that as one group. You already made some group of institutes. So as per your branch and as per the preference of your institute, rank them within the group. And carefully put your choices in a particular order. Please remember, the order of choices is going to play an important role. For example, you are offered with the first choice. Let us say you got the choice of interest mentioned in serial number 1 among your choices. Automatically, whatever choices that you give after 1 will be null and void. You will not be able to go down. According to you, you got the best preferred choice, right? So, for example, if you are offered, let us say, 10th choice. So whatever choices that you have given after 10 will become null and void. You will never be able to get admission into the choice that is listed after 10. According to you, 11 is not preferred compared to 10. That's what you have said while filling these choices. Am I clear? However, you have a provision to get a seat above 10 if you wish. You have, of course, options like float, slide, and freeze. We will try to highlight that. So carefully put your choices. The ordering of your choices is actually very, very important. Whatever choice that you get, if you are allotted with a seat at a particular choice, you can only progress forward but not backward. You will never be able to claim a seat which was, a choice which was below the allotted choice. Please take care of this. And if you have any queries, we will try to address those queries at the end of the session. So as I said, today is the last date for locking your choices. If you don't lock your choice, then automatically the choices will be locked by the system. And once the choices are locked, of course, today being the last date, you will not have an option to change your choices. But in case if you want to change your choice that has been already locked, either by you, right? Then you have an option. You have to make a request to JOSA, and then they will send you some kind of a link, an OTP, and you may be able to change the choices before the deadline. Once the deadline is over, you will not have any option of changing the choices, right? Please pay attention to this. Of course, this is already done. Most of you must have already registered into JOSA website. Mock seat allocation already announced on 15th June, the first mock seat allocation, to give you an idea whether any choice that you have filled up, you are likely to get a seat or not. Remember, this may not be exact. It's only a general idea. Similarly, the second mock seat allocation will be published on 17th, in fact, yesterday. And today happened to be the last date for choice filling. So, at the end of this session, please make sure that you have put your choices in a particular chronological order as per your preference. For example, according to me, the first choice could be biotechnology in a particular institute. That's fine with me, right? So if you are offered that particular seat, no other choice you will be able to move. You can only move forward, but not backward. So please take care of that while filling your choices and locking them. Then the first round of seat allocation will happen on 20th June. Remember, no separate intimation will be given to you. Whether you have been offered with a seat or not will have to be seen by logging into your portal and seeing the result. No separate intimation, no offer letter or any information will not be sent to you personally. So it is your responsibility to see whether you are given with any provisional admission or not by checking up these websites frequently. Please make sure about it. You don't wait for anybody's call. Everything is online. The results will be available through your own login, and it is your responsibility to check whether you are offered with any seat or not. Okay? Once, if you are offered with a seat, of course, those who are not offered with a seat don't have to do anything at this particular time. Then remember, you will have to report to one of the institutes. You can choose the reporting institute between 20th to 26th June. I will try to highlight what are the various steps that you have to complete before this particular deadline. Suppose you did not act before 26th June. Even though you are offered with a seat, the seat automatically gets cancelled unless and otherwise you perform the required task between this particular deadline. Of course, the same thing is true in any round of counseling. Then the second round of seat allocation will happen on 27th June, followed by online reporting between 27th and 3rd July, 27th June to 3rd July. Please make sure that you are going to adhere to these timings. No individual requests for extension of time are permitted. Right? Suppose you could not complete the required step before the deadline. If you ask for an extension, remember that cannot be given. So the only choice is to adhere to these timelines very, very strictly. Then you are going to have the seat allocation in the third round on 4th July, followed by online reporting between 4th and 9th July. Then fourth round allocation on 10th July, online reporting between 10th and 16th July at the end of 4th. Then fifth round allocation will be done on 17th July. And the online reporting for this particular round is between 17th to 23rd July. Remember, I already said JOSA will be having 1 to 5 rounds. So this is the end of final round for IITs. So there is no provision for getting admission into any one of the IITs after the fifth round. Is it clear? Right? Of course, after this fifth round, now if you are interested, for the vacant seats available in NIT Plus system, CSAB will be conducting 2 more rounds. I will try to highlight that in a separate presentation, right? So typically this is the flow chart. You have to register in the portal, fill your choices, and once a seat is allotted to you in any one of these rounds, 1 to 5 rounds, you have to pay the seat acceptance fee. The details I'll try to provide you later, and upload the documents, the necessary documents, right? Your +2 certificates, JEE rank cards, and your category certificates. I'll try to show you what are the different certificates that you may have to upload. And suppose the uploaded certificates are not appropriate, they are not in the prescribed format, then the verifying officer is likely to query, make a query, raise a query. So-and-so certificate is not appropriate, resubmit that certificate. Remember, unless and otherwise you pay the seat acceptance fee, your certificates are not going to be verified. So it is always preferable to pay the seat acceptance fee on the first day itself. In fact, there is also a provision for you to pay the fee even in advance. Those of you who are sure to get at least a seat, you can pay the fee in advance also. Don't wait for the last day to pay the seat acceptance fee. Unless and otherwise you pay the seat acceptance fee, your certificates cannot be verified. And if one of the certificates is not appropriate, you will not be able to answer that query because you will not be having enough time. So please be prepared to pay the seat acceptance fee right on the first day once a seat is allotted to you. For example, if you are allotted with a seat in the first round, so you know the schedule. So the first round, details are available, will be 20th June, and you have to report between 20th, and you have to complete the required steps between 20 and 26. So try to pay the fee on 20th itself, the seat acceptance fee, and upload all the necessary documents depending on your category. And the verifying officers, if they found that some of the certificates are not appropriate, they may be raising a query. So it is your responsibility to look at the queries, no separate information. Please remember this very, very carefully. No separate information, no personal contact will be made while the verifying officer raises a query. It is your responsibility to see whether you have any pending queries against your uploaded documents and correct them within this deadline. So even if you pay the seat acceptance fee, but don't address these queries, your seat automatically gets cancelled and you will be out of the admission process. You will not be able to participate in subsequent rounds. So please make sure, I earnestly request all the parents and students, if you are allotted with a seat, be prepared to pay the fee on the first day, upload the documents as early as possible. For that, what you need to do, you should have all the required documents in appropriate form. Keep them ready so that you can upload, okay, scan and keep them ready so that you will be able to upload these documents onto the website. Then, if there is any query raised, try to look at that query. Remember, nobody will tell you that you have a query. It is your responsibility to check whether you have any queries raised against the certificate that you have submitted and correct those queries. And based on that, once again, there could be another query. So all this requires some time limit. That's why about 4 to 5 days are normally given. So be prepared to pay the acceptance fee, upload the documents on the first day. Don't wait till the last day. By some chance, if you are not able to clear these queries, your seat automatically gets cancelled. Please remember that. Then, as I said, once you pay the fee and upload the documents, the online verification officer may raise some queries. Mr. So-and-so document is not appropriate. Please resubmit or submit in appropriate format. So you have to see that query, once again logging into your portal, see what is the type of query and how to correct it, right? Then, once you do this, a provisional admission will be available for you. If you are able to satisfy all the eligibility criteria and if you have uploaded all the necessary documents, you will be able to download a provisional allotment letter. Of course, there, the necessary steps will be clearly mentioned. So you have an option to either withdraw. Once you withdraw, I'll show you what is the procedure to withdraw. You will be out of the admission process. You will no longer be able to take admission into these IITs unless and otherwise you go into CSAP, okay, for the vacant seats available after the 5th round. Or when you accept that particular seat, you have an option to slide, float, or even freeze. I'll try to highlight those options later. Then, if you freeze the option, you have to go to the admission institute, pay the, even before going to the admitted institute, you will have to pay the partial admission fee. I'll show you what is the kind of fee that you have to pay and go and report to the admitted institute, right? This is the overall process. So 2 things have to be kept in mind very, very clearly. You should be ready for paying the necessary fees at different stages. You should be ready with all the necessary documents in appropriate format so that you will be able to upload. And in case if there are any queries, please try to address those queries within the stipulated timelines. Is that very clear? Okay, anyway, if you have any questions, we will try to address them later. So you have to register. Of course, this process is already over. So please go through the business rules, be vigilant, keep the documents handy, and make arrangements for making the requisite payments and completing the requisite formalities, right? Don't run around for these certificates once the seat is given to you. You should be ready with all the necessary documents because you don't have a lot of time. Suppose you are an OBC student, right? Unless and otherwise you have that particular certificate in an appropriate form, you will not be able to upload the document. If you don't upload the document, your seat gets cancelled. And if you start running for that certificate once the seat is allotted, you may not be able to get that certificate within the deadline. So please make sure about that. Of course, can you make out anything from this slide? Students may belong to different categories. For example, if a particular seat is made as open, all these category of students are eligible to get admission under this particular category, right? A open seat, anybody, any one of these categories will be able to get admission. Similarly, if a particular seat is reserved for general EWS, only general EWS and PWD candidates can take that particular seat. So like that, right? So first of all, based on your rank when you apply, probably it is there in the next slide. So based on the category, for example, you may be a particular category student. So first of all, you will be checked whether you can get a seat under open category as per your choice. Suppose you gave, let us say, 10 choices. All the 10 choices, first choice, whether you will be able to get a seat under open category. Okay? If you are not getting that seat, then only you will go to the requisite category. For example, if you are open PWD, then whether you will be able to get that seat, first choice seat, under this category. Okay? If it is given, it will be allotted, like that. Okay. So, as I said, it is your responsibility to check whether a seat is allotted to you or not. In fact, based on our experience, I'm telling you this once again, reiterating this once again. I've seen people, maybe because of their ignorance, they are not even aware that a seat has been allocated to them. That means they have not checked up the website within the deadline. There will be no separate information. The results will not be published in paper. They will not call you and inform you that you have been allotted with a seat. It is your responsibility to check whether a seat is allocated to you or not. Please make sure to check this website continuously as per the timelines, right? Okay, I'll show you those steps later. So these are the 4 steps that you have to complete. It is mandatory. If you don't complete any one of these steps, your seat is going to cancel automatically. Once a seat is allocated, right? If you are given with an allocated seat, then you can download this initial seat allot information slip from your website or from your own link, right? Then you have to accept you are allotted with some branch in NIT Warangal. If you choose slide option, if you have any other choices above the option that was allotted to you, then you will be considered for other options in that particular institute only. This is the case for slide. Float, it not only restricts to that particular institute, but also other institutes. There is a slight difference between them. So try to be careful while choosing freeze, slide, and float. I'll talk about CSAP special rounds later. Finally, you are required to report to the admitting institute between 10th to 14th. Yeah, it's said. Okay. You paid the seat acceptance fee, right? Once you pay the seat acceptance fee, normally it will not be refunded until you come across two possibilities. The two possibilities are, you might have withdrawn from the admission process at a later stage. In such a case, 7,000 rupees will be deducted from the fee that you have paid towards seat allocation, seat acceptance fee, and the remaining will be sent back to you. Remember, this has nothing to do with the institute. The JOSA itself will have to refund the fee because you paid the fee to JOSA, right? Whatever is the coordinating institute, it will go into their account. They will have to resolve these issues, so it may take some time, right? So if you withdraw from the admission process at any stage later, after paying the seat acceptance fee, 7,000 rupees will be deducted and the remaining amount will be sent back to you. This is one possibility. The second possibility is, you have been allotted with a seat, you paid the seat acceptance fee, but it was found that your seat is cancelled because of possible reasons. Either you did not qualify the eligibility criteria, you did not satisfy the eligibility criteria, nor some of the documents you could not upload, so automatically the seat will be cancelled. In such a case, 5,000 rupees will be deducted and the remaining amount will be sent back to you, right? If you don't withdraw, or if your seat is not cancelled, the seat acceptance fee will not be refunded, okay? Please make sure, please understand that. Yeah, once you are allotted with a seat, then at the end of the 5th round, you will have to pay the partial admission fee. Remember, whatever fee that you pay, either for seat acceptance as well as partial admission fee, will be automatically deducted from the requisite fees need to be paid to the particular institute where you took admission. So this money is not going to JOSA. Automatically, it will come back to the institute wherever you got admission. So deducting the amount that has been already paid towards seat acceptance fee and partial admission fee, the balance only you are required to pay if it is required, right? So the partial admission fee is something like this: 20,000 rupees for candidates with category like what I said earlier, SC, ST, General PWD, General EWS PWD, OBC NCL PWD, SC PWD, ST PWD. These category of students will have to pay 20,000 rupees towards partial admission fee, and all others will have to pay 45,000. What was the seat acceptance fee? 17,500 for these category of students and 35,000 for other category. So the maximum amount a student is required to pay in case of other category students, 45,000 plus 35,000. For these category of students, seat acceptance fee is 17,500 and 20,000 as partial admission fee. Yeah. Fine. So as I said, if you withdraw, you have a separate provision through your login, and if you withdraw, except 7,000, the amount paid towards seat acceptance fee will be refunded. That is one option. But remember, once you withdraw from the process, you no longer will be part of the admission process. You will not be able to take admission. And you can have a look, be prepared based on your category. These are the requisite documents. All this information is available in your website. You don't have to look anywhere else. You go through the business rules. All this information is available within the business rules. So these are the documents that you have to upload. Okay? OBC, what kind of certificates? Okay. Please go through them. And remember, there could be some special restrictions. before you fill up your choices, better go through these special restrictions. For example, a few NITs have some kind of restrictions. For example, you see NIT Meghalaya. So these programs are not offered to orthopedically handicapped candidates with disability in walking. Suppose if you are one such candidate, even if you opt for this, you will have trouble because the seat cannot be made available to such students. So while filling your choices, please make sure whether you are eligible to claim that particular seat or not. It is once again your responsibility to see a orthopedically handicapped student. Suppose if he claimed a civil engineering seat in NIT Meghalaya, it might be allocated. But what will happen during certificate verification, you will not be able to have eligibility criteria for getting that seat. Your seat gets cancelled. So please make sure that Ravi, you take another mic. Let it go round. Or you can come here.
Sir, we'll explain the DASA procedures and all these things after that session. Okay? Be available. We'll help you in that case. Any other? ఎవరికైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా? అడగాల్సినవి ఉంటే అడగొచ్చు. Maybe it's simple.
Sir, good morning, sir. I want to ask regarding the dual degree program. Suppose I am getting the dual degree program, for example, in some college. So, suppose my number is 15th. After 15, all are null, as you told. But before 15, I don't have chosen dual degree program. So, I want to change now slide option. So, can we go for an internal college or whatever I give in the preferences?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Thank you, sir.
As I said, there is nothing like, now especially in the present times, there is nothing like internal sliding. Because the CSAB is going to announce the vacancies after the 5th round. And the vacancies, once again, will be filled up by candidates as per their rank and merit. So, normally, internal sliding within the institute may not be available. But some institutes at the end of first year might permit you to go for branch change. We used to have that earlier. Now, even in NIT Warangal, we don't have such branch change options. This is strictly based on the merit.
I am actually interested in civil. So today, nowadays, all the AI is taking up all the branches. So what are the advancements in civil branch you are taking up regarding AI?
Anybody civil head of the department? Anybody?
Ravi.
Better you can.
Okay.
He's a professor of civil engineering. Probably I thought he may be right to answer your question.
Yeah, let me congratulate you that at least you have some clarity on which branch you would like to join. Yeah, that should be appreciable at this stage. There are a lot of opportunities in civil engineering. If you take NIT Warangal here, MTech program, 100% placements, structural engineering, as well as in CTM and transportation. Even BTech also, more than 70% placements are there. See, as you know that India is grown up like anything with respect to the infrastructure.
Do more electives pertaining to that particular area if you are interested. Or if you are capable, you can also earn a minor specialization in AI and DS, for example. So these options are left to you. Okay?
Sir, actually, I have a doubt regarding documents. I am a gap student. I have a gap. 2023, I have taken a gap.
Okay.
So, do I need to provide any gap certificate regarding physical verification or online reporting?
Not required.
No.
Not required.
Only thing that is required is you should be qualified in JEE Mains 2024. Okay? That's enough. Even if you have a gap, that doesn't matter.
Okay. Any questions? Telugulo kuda adagavachu questions ఏమైనా ఉంటే Telugu gaani Hindi gaani no issues. We'll try to answer your questions most probably. Yeah.
అటు కూడా ఒకసారి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. అటు కూడా మైక్. Yeah, one of you. Yeah.
My son interested in computer science engineering, sir. If you not get seat in computer science engineering, we go to artificial intelligence or mathematics computing. These are all same, sir. There are any difference between this?
Anybody? Computer science?
Actually,
Is there?
see, that is your what can take any of this computer science and engineering or the maths and computing. See, most of the times happens is like mathematics is major part of computer science. You need to have a mathematics also. Simultaneously, in the computer science, if you want to develop more applications and all, he can also look into that computer science part. So it all depends upon how he wants to look into that course. If he is more interested in mathematics, he can pursue the course in mathematics and simultaneously move into the computer science. So maths is an integral part of engineering. Everywhere maths is required. Okay? Artificial intelligence is also
Yes.
one other part. You can also move into the artificial intelligence. That is also widely open nowadays because nowadays more popular it is actually. So people are opting for that AI and DS and all. So he can also choose that AI and DS. We cannot clearly say the distinction between this and that, but thing is it's up to the student. Once he moves into that, this is one way of looking into the system. The other way of looking into this, that's right. Okay? So you can have both opportunities. Campus-wise placements is more in both the cases. The student can either, the person who is placed in the mathematics and computing, either are in the computer science and the A and DS, they have both really good opportunities in the campus placements. Okay? Only thing is the way he works is different. Any other questions?
Hello.
Atelu, at Pakkil.
Yeah, you can ask questions.
At Pampichokan.
Adagandi question.
Thank you, sir, for the lots of information that you have shared. So I have two queries. The first one is about the placements. For example, if the student is into the EEE, for example, based on the score he has got, so he is completing, excelling in that, but at the same time, he wants to sit for the computer science campus. So would he be allowed?
Yeah,
That-
please continue.
That's the
Continue with
first
your
query.
second query. Yeah.
And the second query is something related to the technicality of the category change.
What
So
is
this is a category change, which is like OBC, NCL, etc. So this is a very specific, peculiar case in my case. What happened, while I filled the application form, I filled up OBC, NCL. But I found to be, I'm into the creamy layer, which I can't claim OBC, NCL. So I realized that before I filled the applications options. So I raised the query with the JOSA team. They said, so I'll have to wait for round one completion.
Correct.
In the round one, I'll have to submit which is basically OBC, NCL to general. So the only query I have, I looked at all the algorithms and the business rules that JOSA has given the document. So what happened in my case, in the first place, I will be allotted to OBC NCL seat, which is basically, for example, I've got the ECE in NIT Warangal based on the OBC NCL. Now what happened, I'll submit my certificate that I'm into the general. So that seat will be cancelled and I'll go for the round two. So this is the problem starts. Now I'm treated as a fresh. I lose all the opportunities that are in the round one. So that's a basic, very difficult query I had. How would this be treated? I mean, the document says that you will have one seat that gets created. So you'll not lose the seat. That's what it says. But I'm very hesitant actually what would happen in this case. Thank you.
Yeah, regarding your first query, sir, yes, we don't have any restriction of allowing the student to sit for any placement. Basically, we will not be able to force the company that will be visiting us. It is left to the company whether they can allow such students or not. Some companies definitely allow, some companies may not be able to allow other students. For example, a particular company like Microsoft would like to take only students from computer science. We cannot force them to accept electrical students. It is their policy. We will not be able to play any role in that. But lot of software companies will be allowing in general all the branches, but not all of them. Okay, that answers your first question. Yeah, regarding second question, any comment from your side?
Yeah, there is an option called category change document. You need to upload that document. And once you upload the document, definitely, as you mentioned, that you'll be losing this particular seat and you will be once again moved into the general category, and once again the seat allotment will be done based on the general category only. So there, basically, you may be, the rank that you obtained through that OBC NCL might be lost, and you might be having a general category wise allotment and all these things. So in that way, the allotment goes on. So we don't know, we cannot say that whether you get the same seat or some other thing.
Sir,
that will change also.
Yeah, regarding that, because there are 5 different rounds, which also involves IITs, most likely if you are capable of getting a particular seat under general category, just because of your category change, you will be having an option for all of them, in my opinion. But it cannot be guaranteed.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
సార్ తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతా సార్.
అలాగేనా?
అయితే సార్ ఇప్పుడు ర్యాంకు పెద్దగా రావడం వల్ల కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్కు ఎక్కువ డిమాండ్ ఉంది, అది రాలేకపోతుంది. కానీ NIT వరంగల్ అంటే మాకు చాలా ఇష్టం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ సపోజ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ వచ్చిందనుకోండి సార్, ఇప్పుడు మైనర్ డిగ్రీస్ కింద కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ కనుక తీసుకుంటే వాళ్ళకు సాఫ్ట్వేర్లో MNCs కూడా అలో చేస్తాయి సార్ వాళ్ళు.
ఇప్పుడే చెప్పినట్టండి.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ కొత్తగా వచ్చింది కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు మైనర్ డిగ్రీ కింద కనుక కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ తీసుకొని ఒకవేళ స్కిల్స్ కనుక పిల్లవాని దగ్గర ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు మల్టీనేషనల్ కంపెనీస్ కొన్ని సర్క్యూట్ బ్రాంచెస్ని మాత్రమే అలో చేస్తున్నాయి కదా సార్.
నేను ఒక నిమిషం, నాకు అర్థమైంది మీ క్వశ్చన్. ఒకటండి, ఈ కంపెనీ విజిట్ చేసే కంపెనీని పాలసీని మేము డిక్టేట్ చేయలేం. వాళ్ళ ఇష్టం, ఎవరికి అలాట్మెంట్ ఇవ్వాలి, ఎవరు అవైలబుల్గా ఏ బ్రాంచెస్ని తీసుకోవాలి అనేది వాళ్ళ ఇష్టం, వాళ్ళ పాలసీ. కాకపోతే మిగతా బ్రాంచెస్ని అలౌ చేసినప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యువర్ స్టూడెంట్ హ్యాస్ ఇఫ్ యువర్ సన్ ఆర్ వార్డ్ హ్యాస్ a minor specialization, he will definitely be sorry, telugulo maatladam, sorry,
I can understand English sir, I am a teacher.
అతనికి అడ్వాంటేజ్, మీకు మైనర్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు అతనికి డెఫినెట్గా అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంటుంది కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ జాబ్స్ తీసుకోవటానికి. కాకపోతే ఎలిజిబిలిటీ ఉంటుందా లేదా అనేది కంపెనీ పాలసీ, మేము వాళ్ళని డిక్టేట్ చేయలేం.
ఓకే సార్. అండ్ ఇంకొకటి సార్, కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ గురించి ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉంది, ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి అనేది ఒక
మీరు ఇప్పుడే
ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ స్టాటిస్టిక్ చూసినాం సార్. కాకపోతే అది కోర్ కంపెనీలగా సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సైడ్ పోతుండ్రా, కోర్లో ఎలా ఉంది, వారికి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సైడ్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, వాళ్ళు స్కిల్స్ నేర్చుకోగలరా అనేది ఒక సందేహం.
సురేష్ ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నాడు. యాక్చువల్గా మీరు చూడొచ్చు, మా వెబ్సైట్లో కూడా చూడొచ్చు, ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ చాలా బాగున్నాయి. ఓకే, ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం నేను ఏదో చెప్పి మిమ్మల్ని ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేయడం నా పద్ధతి కాదు. నేను కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ప్రొఫెసర్ని బేసిక్గా.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో మీరు టాక్ టు ఎనీ అదర్ పర్సన్, మా హెడ్ ఆఫ్ ది డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అవైలబుల్గానే ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడు వరకు, ఆయనతో మాట్లాడండి, ఈ కెన్ గివ్ యూ మోర్ డీటెయిల్స్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ హ్యాస్ గుడ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్, మంచిగానే ఉన్నాయి, ఆపర్చునిటీస్ బాగానే ఉంటాయి. మెడికల్, పెట్రోకెమికల్స్ అండ్ ఫార్మసిటికల్స్ అన్నిట్లోనూ మంచి రంగాల్లోనూ బాగా ఉంది. సో అటువైపు వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటే కనుక స్టూడెంట్ హీ కెన్ లుక్ ఇన్ టు దట్. ఆ ప్యాషన్ అనేది ఉండాలి స్టూడెంట్కి బేసికల్గా. అండ్ కాదు దాంట్లో నేను కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ వెళ్దాము లేకపోతే IT సెక్టర్లోకి వెళ్దాము అనుకుంటే కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు.
ఫోర్స్ఫుల్గా మాత్రం జాయిన్ చేయకండి.
యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ద స్కిల్. ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు మా ఉద్దేశం మీరందరూ వచ్చి NIT వరంగల్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలని మా ఉద్దేశం కాదండి. వీ వాంట్ యూ టు గెట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యువర్ ప్రిఫర్డ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అండ్ ప్రిఫర్డ్ బ్రాంచ్. ప్లీజ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్.
ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్?
అడుగు, లేకపోతే నువ్వే కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్. సార్, అయితే సీట్ అలొకేషన్లో మనకి ఫస్ట్ సీట్ అలొకేట్ అవుతుంది కదా సార్, మనం అది అంటే ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్లో వచ్చిన సీట్ ఇప్పుడు 15th చాయిస్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, నెక్స్ట్ రౌండ్లో ఆ సీట్ ఉంటుందా? అంటే ఫ్రీజ్ చేయకుండా స్లైడ్ చేస్తే లేదా ఏమైనా ఉంటే ఆ సీట్ మనకు
మీరు పెట్టుకున్న దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఫ్రీజ్ చేస్తే కనుక అదే ఉంటుంది, అదే చాయిస్, అదే ఉండిపోతుంది సీట్. లేదా స్లైడ్ కనుక ఫ్లోట్ కనుక పెట్టుకుంటే కనుక ఫ్లోట్ పెట్టుకుంటే అక్రాస్ ది ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్లోకి వెళ్తుంది, అండ్ లేకపోతే స్లైడ్ పెట్టుకుంటే విత్ ఇన్ ది ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లోనే స్లైడ్ అవుతుంది.
అంటే ఎట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది 5th రౌండ్ మనం ఆ సీట్ మళ్ళీ తీసుకోవచ్చా లేదా అని.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన సీట్ కనుక మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ టైం మారిపోతుంది. స్లైడ్ అనేసరికి అదే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ సపోజ్ కెమికల్ పెట్టుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, నెక్స్ట్ టైం వచ్చేసరికి కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, స్లైడ్ అయిపోతుంది, మారిపోతుంది. కెమికల్ రిలీజ్ అయిపోయి కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. అలా
ఇది ఒక క్లారిటీ ఒకసారి ఫర్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్లో మీకు ఒక సీట్ వచ్చింది, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ NIT వరంగల్ కెమికల్, లెట్ us say it may be 20th choice. You wanted to slide or float, okay, unless you want to choose freeze. Once you choose float or slide, if you got any better choice, that means 1 to 19, you will be allotted with that particular seat, and your seat will be allotted to some other candidate. So you no longer will be able to claim that seat. నాకు NIT వరంగల్లో కెమికల్ వచ్చింది, బట్ ఈ రౌండ్లో నాకు ఎలక్ట్రికల్ వచ్చింది, నాకు కెమికలే కావాలి అంటే మాత్రం మళ్ళీ రాదు. అర్థమైందా? సో ఒక్కసారి మీరు స్లైడ్ కానీ ఫ్లోట్ కానీ పెట్టుకుంటే మీ సీటు, మీకు ఇంకొక సీట్ వచ్చి ఉంటే ఈ సీట్ క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయి ఇంకొకళ్ళు అలాట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఈ సీట్ని మళ్ళీ మీరు క్లెయిమ్ చేయలేరు. ఓకే, ఆటోమేటిక్గా పోతుంది. కొత్త సీట్ రానంత వరకు నీకు ఆ సీట్ ఉంటుంది. Yeah, any other queries?
Like, and one more thing, if you have category students, you need to have అని అడుగుతుంటారు, ఆ సీట్ని ఉంచాలంటారు. We can't do anything, our hands are tied in these cases. Our verification officers can't do anything. Even though if you raised the query, రేస్ చేసినా కానీ ఆ నెక్స్ట్ డే వరకు వెయిట్ చేయగలుగుతామేమో, కానీ తర్వాత విత్ ఇన్ ద టైం లైన్లో మేమైతే ఫ్రీజ్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ లుక్ ఇన్ టు దట్, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండ్ వెరీ క్రూషియల్ థింగ్ అనమాట. ఓకే,
అక్కడ రవి
జోసఫ్ దాంట్లో కడతారు. కట్టిన తర్వాత మీకు ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ దాంట్లో ఫీజులో అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ అవుతుంది తర్వాత. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ కనుక ఏదైనా విత్డ్రా చేసుకుంటే కనుక ఆ విత్డ్రా అమౌంట్ అంతా ఫ్రమ్ జోసఫ్ నుంచే వస్తుంది.
మీరు ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అడ్మిట్ అయిన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్కి వెళ్ళి జాయిన్ అయితే తప్ప యువర్ ఫీస్ విల్ బీ టేకెన్ కేర్ బై జోసా. ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ఐటి వరంగల్లో వచ్చింది, బట్ యూ డిడ్ నాట్ జాయిన్, యూ డిడ్ నాట్ గెట్ అడ్మిటెడ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్, వీ హ్యావ్ నథింగ్ టు డూ విత్ యువర్ ఫీస్, రైట్? ఒకసారి మా దగ్గర జాయిన్ అయితే ఎస్.
నమస్తే అండి,
చెప్పండి.
కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ వరుసలో హైయెస్ట్ కాలేజెస్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చా, లేదా మ్యాథ్స్ అండ్ కంప్యూటర్స్ కూడా వస్తుంది, ప్రయారిటీ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది? మిగతా హైయెస్ట్ అవి పెట్టడం బెటరా, దాని తర్వాత మ్యాథ్స్ అండ్ కంప్యూటర్స్?
So, we have now professors of both computer science. In fact, you are speaking to Professor Ravichandra. He is also admission officer, admission in charge for our institute. We also have Professor D. Srinivasacharya, a senior member of mathematics department. Probably you can hear from them.
If any other further questions? We can see that little bit, just, okay. Okay. Shall we raise for national anthem and go for a tea?
CSAB Buddha. Okay, Nusha. Huh?
Just tell 2 minutes about
5
this.
minutes.
Time level.
5 minutes. ఇదంతా చెప్పండి. Yeah, your attention please. Of course, we still have time for CSAB special rounds. This will be happening after the end of 5th round in JOSA. Okay? So these are the steps involved. You will have to register for CSAB special rounds if you are interested. That is the first step. Sorry. Yeah. So JOSAలో once you complete all the 5 rounds in JOSA, at the end of 5 rounds, the vacant seats in NIT Plus system will be displayed. And if any one of you are interested in taking admission into those vacant seats, then you have to register afresh with CSAB. And the eligibility criteria is shown here. Then you can once again fill the choices based on the vacancies that are available, like what you did in JOSA. And there will be 2 special rounds. And you have to again accept the fee, accept the seat, pay the seat acceptance fee, document verification, report to the institute. This is going to happen in 2 phases. So those students who did not get a seat in JOSA counseling, they can register. Those who got a seat in JOSA also can register. A student who could not register for JOSA can also register. All these 3 types of students will be able to register in CSAB website. Remember, the CSAB admissions are meant for only vacant seats available in NIT Plus system at the end of 5 rounds. Probably, you may not be having vacancies in all the branches, all the NITs. Please have a look at the vacant seats available, and only when you are interested, then only you try to register. Remember, registration into CSAB separately is mandatory. Kasi, oka nimisham undu. Kasi, just one. Please be seated. So, you have to register. Again, choice is yours. It is not mandatory. Only when you are interested in taking any seat available as vacancies, only those seats are available for CSAB special rounds. You may not be having all the institutes, all the branches, and maybe in all categories also. So have a look at what are the vacancies available first, and if you are interested in taking that particular admission, then only you register. Because you have to once again pay the seat acceptance fee, partial allotment fee, and so on. So decide for yourself. So special round enrollment fee, you have to pay this fee, institute admission fee, choice filling, seat allotment. It will happen in 2 rounds. Again, you have the option of slide and float, pay institute admission fee, upload documents, online verification, and admit to the institute. More or less, the process is similar to whatever you saw in JOSA. The only difference is all the vacant seats only are available for CSAB special rounds. You can go through this information brochure for more information. So these institutes only will be eligible for CSAB admissions. 31 NITs and 1 IIEST, 26 IIITs, 3 School of Planning and Architecture, 37 GFTIs, right? That too, the available vacancies in these institutes only. They will be published in the website after 5 rounds of JOSA counseling. Only admissions can happen to those vacant seats. Please remember this. So you know this. The eligibility is similar. Documents are also more or less similar. One thing I would like to just highlight here. Yeah. Yeah, there are about 1 to 9 different types of possibilities, and these people will have to pay specifically the type of fees. I'll just quickly show you that. In fact, this also will be available in your website. So type 1 to 9 are clearly defined, right? You belong to one of these types. If you are, of course, interested in CSAB admissions, then based on the type, you will have to pay these fees. Seat acceptance fee, then during registration. So different categories. Right? So if you are interested, you may have to pay these fees while registering for CSAB. At the time of registration, and once your seat is allocated, what is the amount that need to be paid? Something similar to JOSA, but this is in addition to whatever you have paid in JOSA, right? Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I would like to thank all of you for coming forward to attend this meeting. I hope some of your doubts are going to be cleared, or are cleared probably with some interaction that we have. I would like to wish all the students, not only who are present here, those who are also joining us online through YouTube, I wish you all the best. And I sincerely hope that you will be able to get admission into your preferred branch and preferred institute. Now, I request all of you to stand for National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request all of you to have some tea and biscuits which is arranged outside in the foyer. Please join.